Hello, everyone. We want to welcome you all to episode 42 of the Dirty Balls podcast, the dirtiest podcast in the minors. And I'm here as always. I'm Ethan Benfield, and as always, here are my co-hosts.
Ladies first, I'm Jennifer Day.
Alan Moody.
And we are still unofficially sponsored by Bold Rock Hard Cider. Alright, that's a little bit bigger than mine. Big boy sip over there, but yeah. So, hey, free plug.
Because I know Bold Rock really needs it.
Maybe send us something. No, that's all I'm saying. Unless you guys have anything you want to open with, I am going to go right into everybody's favorite segment.
Yay!
Yay.
So y'all don't have anything. So we're going right into the...
Nothing
Okay,
special.
all right, cool. So, we are going to go on a trip.
Yay.
And our favorite rocket ship.
That's right, we're going on a trip.
Stop at the liquor store.
Today we are being driven. Today our designated...
Crazy.
Today our designated driver goes by the name of Connor Corbett. Or is it Corbett? I don't know. I think Corbett because there's two T's. Alright, he is a local guide, as they all are on Google. I don't know if that actually means anything because it says that for everybody. His review, as always, 1 star. He has 110 of them, so this guy's just out there reviewing Burger Kings and gas stations. And he has 2,402 photos on his little Google account. So my man here loves to take pictures. Now, there is a picture on the review, so I'm going to say, can you tell what ballpark it is?
Don't show him the picture.
I blurred all of it out, except you can see a light pole. Maybe if we were, experts on light
I
poles,
would guess that is, no, is that a net?
The net
No.
actually comes into play in the review, Jennifer. I'm glad you
Sweet.
noticed that. So, it reads as this. Maybe in post we can edit in some dramatic reading music, but probably not because Alan doesn't know how to do
That
that.
would be so nice.
So many foul balls that I thought for sure I was in imminent danger. Sounds like you're at a baseball game. 2 bats also flew over the net. Sounds like you're at a Kannapolis game. But it's not Kannapolis, so there's a free one. Anyway, what was most ridiculous, though, was when a child that picked up one of the many foul balls tossed it back onto the field. One of the players from the visiting team picked it up and chucked it back into the stand, as if he were aiming for the boy.
Are you being serious right now?
That's what it said. You want to read it? It says it right there. As if he were aiming for the boy. And then here's my favorite part. Here's where it really hits the low note. He was not trying to give the ball back, I assure you. So apparently at blankety blank ballpark, home of the blankety blankers, there are evil players throwing balls back at kids. Where would that be at? Ladies first.
I don't want to go first. Are you going to give us any kind of hint other than it's not Kannapolis?
It is in the Sally. Five seconds.
Asheville.
Asheville.
And
Alan?
we just had Asheville, didn't we?
I can double dip. I never said anything about that.
Greenville.
Greenville, Asheville. Alan was kind of close because he said green. It's Greensboro. That's right. These evil grasshoppers.
Well, I
out
believe
here,
it then. If it's Greensboro, I should have thought of that. Yeah.
These evil grasshoppers throwing bats over the net,
What year was that?
throwing balls at kids.
What year was it?
A year ago, 2018.
It's probably 100% true. 100%.
Yeah. So don't go to Greensboro, kids, because they're aiming for you. They're aiming for the boy.
That's probably the most ridiculous review I've ever heard.
But that's the funniest thing was, that is so on the fly. I was sitting at my grandma's house eating lunch, and I'm like, oh shit, we got the podcast in like an hour and a half. I need a review. So I just looked up Greensboro, and that's the first one that popped up.
But everything about that is what baseball's supposed to be. There's supposed to be foul balls. Occasionally a bat can fly into the stands. I'm sure it didn't fly into the stands. I got stuck on the net like usual. Foul balls come over, kids get them.
Yeah, sometimes
Sometimes players throw balls to the children.
I know that at Cubs games, it's a tradition to throw a home run or a foul ball back onto the field. Or at least for, I don't know about foul balls, but at least for home runs, I know it's a tradition at Wrigley to throw them back onto the field. So that's
The
not,
opposing home run.
yeah, that's not totally unheard of. But like, you know, if somebody out there, if an outfielder catches the third out and then tosses the ball to some kids and, you know, accidentally throws it a little bit too hard, that's what happened. What I just said. Accidentally threw it too hard. There is no way they were aiming for the boy.
This had to be this guy's first baseball game.
I think most of the reviews I've read were people's first
First-timers.
baseball game.
Nothing like your first time.
100% not okay.
Clearly.
All right, well, I didn't go to a fucking game all week, so if there's any kind of stories to talk about, it's your turn to set them up. I'm not a host this week. You guys are. Have fun with that.
That is shameful of you. Why didn't you go to any games?
Because I had to work.
Well, I do know on Tuesday the 6th in Augusta, Tyreek Reed had a home run. He hit the clubhouse. So if you go back and watch Jeremy's video of the tour,
Clubhouse, which is that apartment.
the
building.
apartment, I'm gonna let you guess, Ethan, how far the ball went. Yeah.
Okay, so
Projected.
what park again?
Augusta.
Augusta. So, let's see, in the clubhouse, I'm gonna guess about 450.
Close. 480.
480.
And if the building wasn't there, God knows how long it would have went.
That was like Joey hitting that one building in Kannapolis.
But yeah, 480-foot bomb.
That could have probably went up to the soccer field in Asheville. If it was 480. Could have, like, it would have at least hit the side of the mountain on the way up there.
Most definitely. So then they had a game. Then they were off Wednesday, and Thursday, the 8th, they were in town as the Llamas.
And I missed it again. There have been 4 games this year of the Llamas. 2 of them got rained out. One of them was only 2 innings long, and I was at that one, but I did get my bobblehead. And then one of them was Thursday when I was at work, which means the entire year, the Llamas that I've been so looking forward to seeing, I've only seen 2 innings of it. And I thought they were going to be the Llamas today, but it's actually next Sunday. And you know what's going to happen next Sunday?
You're gonna have
It's
to work.
probably going to rain. I already know my schedule next week. I don't work Sunday, but it's probably going to rain.
Well, Tuesday I went because Lucas had football practice, and he didn't want to go. So it was just me. You didn't miss a damn thing, except for this guy who plays right field for the River Dogs. He made 3 outstanding diving catches, robbed a home run, which is kind of controversial, but nobody really wanted to talk about it because when he jumped up and grabbed the home run, he held his glove up in the air. He didn't throw the ball up into the stands. He didn't show the ball. He just held his glove up and ran to the dugout. He went straight on in. Nobody saw the ball.
Did anybody say anything about that?
Nope. You know, you would figure the umpires would ask to see the ball. But guess who the umpire was?
Our favorite.
Jason?
No.
Matt?
No.
Are you just guessing names?
No, because these have all been names of umpires that we've had.
We don't know his name, but we gave him this name.
Oh, okay. The
Maryland Dynamite, right?
all right. I thought it was the guy that we brought the lollipop out on.
But the lollipop has been brought out on these 2 little
Oh,
shitwicks.
good. It's been too
Because they're absolutely horrible.
horrid.
One of our guys was going into third, head first slide. He was safe by a good step and a half, and they were called out. So whenever you're trying to steal a base or advance and you slide, you're automatically safe, no matter what. Don't matter how close
What?
and how far. The guy will call you safe every time.
If you slide?
Yeah,
Why?
I don't know. That's just the way it's been.
You're saying those umpires do.
Yeah,
It's not a rule.
Oh,
Okay.
it's not a rule.
Did Siegler try to start another fight?
Siegler has not
I haven't
played
seen
at
him.
all.
Yeah, that's because they're afraid. They're afraid he's going to make Melvin mad again. You don't want to do that. What happened last time somebody made Melvin mad? He completely went off on West Virginia.
But Thursday, like I said, I can't remember his damn name.
What is today?
Sunday.
The 11th.
Thursday's the one I wasn't there.
Yeah.
Okay.
But right fielder, number 21, I just can't remember his name, but yeah, he had 3 outstanding catches, scored 2 of the 3 runs. So, but yeah. And then Friday, we lost.
And we're on a 3-game losing streak. So
Yesterday, we lost.
that would be number 3 in the 3-game
But
losing streak.
Friday and Saturday's games were back and forth. I mean, really great. I mean, if it was your
It
first
was-
time,
It was 9-8 Friday.
Well, I figured out a way where I could still host the show without knowing a damn thing. I'm just going to read what these messages say and let y'all
We're not
explain
done
them.
talking about Thursday and Friday.
When you're done talking about Thursday and
No,
Friday.
we're not. No, because
When
you don't
you
know
are.
what happened
Oh.
Friday.
Tell me what happened Friday. Probably the Crawdads game. I'm assuming some fireworks.
I don't know, we never stay for those.
Well, tell me what happened Friday then.
Go ahead, Alan.
I know what happened Friday. I was supposed to leave work at 8 and I didn't leave work till 10 because people that were supposed to be there at 8 showed up an hour late.
Anyway,
Sorry.
Friday,
Friday.
Mickey Mouse, aka Mickey Gasper, won the award of Golden Sombrero for 4 strikeouts.
Yay! Do we have it down here? Do we have the sombrero? We never have it down here.
Later that evening, the bus accidentally left him there. But they turned around and came back and got him. So,
Buses are for winners.
you know, of course, well, they won.
But he didn't though.
Well,
Yeah, oh wait.
Saturday, of course, we took the Golden Sombrero to have it signed.
As you do.
And I look, and he happens to not be on their roster anymore because he's been promoted to high. So you get the Golden Sombrero, and then you move up.
Ain't that some shit?
The right fielder who deserves to be called up,
Apparently, they needed a first baseman.
apparently. But speaking of Golden Sombrero, I think we have came up with the decision we're going to retire the Golden Sombrero after this year.
The physical hat.
Yeah, the physical.
Not the, I mean, we should make it clear that that is an actual term in all of baseball, and we don't have the power to just stop that. We're stopping our actual sombrero that we have.
We're just stopping the hat and moving on to
We're going to make a huge picture with the
a
Golden
sign.
Sombrero. And that way we can have them sign it on there and it doesn't fade. It might get scratched up. We're just got to test it. But, yeah, that way it stays golden because this year's sombrero, it's fading and it's turning back to black. And
Because you can't actually find a sombrero that is gold.
After
We
buying
have to
one,
buy
spray
a
paint.
black one and then spray paint it
And
gold.
it's, it's a mariachi sombrero and it's got all the frilly things on it. You got to cut all that off. Then spray paint it. It's a big pain in the butt. So I figured, hey, we'll just make a huge sign this year and probably have its own special case. That way it won't scratch off the autographs if the guys are cool enough to sign it. So look for that next year.
Okay.
So yeah, and then Saturday, like I said, it was a back and forth game. Just didn't go the Crawdads' way. But it was a damn good game.
Did we
Yeah.
win all week?
No, we ain't won
I
nothing.
think we're on a 3-game losing streak.
Hey,
We-
well,
We won the game Tuesday in Augusta.
once again, there's a game after we record today, so we don't know yet if we're going to win or not. But I
Hopefully,
like to think that
Charleston does not sweep us.
I like to think that as you're watching this on Monday, we broke that streak.
And technically, we're
Yay.
out of the playoff picture right now.
Because the
Why
last
would we be out of the playoff picture?
That's what Jeremy said.
the last time we recorded before the game, we scored 11 runs, 9 of them in one inning. So I think we'll be fine today.
How would we be out?
Okay, we're not.
Well, no one said we're still in second.
But you got to win so many games before above third place.
Because Delmarva's probably going to win both halves, so, which means we have to have the best overall record.
Yeah.
So
Of everyone
I don't
else.
think we have the best overall record right now.
We could just outright
Do
win.
we?
I don't know.
I don't have any idea, but y'all are counting on Delmarva just continuing to win, and they've been losing games.
We can outright win the second half, but
Right.
Delmarva's tough. So best overall record of everyone else with Delmarva winning the second half will get us in there, hopefully.
Yeah.
All right.
And Friday, do you want to talk about what happened Friday that made us really upset? Had another game?
Well, I don't know he wants to. I don't know what order you want to go in. Do you want to go through? You want to be the host and read those things, and we'll.
As long as he's in charge, he doesn't care.
Hit him
That's what
at
it's
the
really
table.
pissing him off because he's not in charge.
No, y'all, you go ahead. What were you going to talk about?
No.
He said no.
Tell me what happened Friday in a different game.
No, he was talking about one of these things.
Oh,
So you just go
okay,
ahead and read
alright,
through there.
I'll just-
Question us.
I'll just-
Learn something.
I mean, I guess it's going in order because
I mean, I am the hostess with the mostest and all. All right.
most of them doesn't have nothing.
Okay, this was Friday at 9:35 p.m. Number one, why are we? I'll try to read it in Jennifer's voice. Why are we playing Barney? And number two, music is not necessary after every pitch. So
There you go.
those seem pretty straightforward. You get any
Why are
further
we playing
detail about
Barney?
that?
I mean, really.
Barney, like
I
Barney.
love
Okay, that part.
you.
Okay, all right.
You love me.
Yes, Jennifer, I know this. We don't
We're
have.
a happy family.
Please, okay, stop, please.
Exactly. That
Please,
was my
I-
feeling
okay.
from the beginning.
Going back to Friday and Barney, the promotion theme night for Friday was Hero Night. So there's the question: why in the world are you playing Barney?
No, I just, period, why are you playing Barney? Please don't play Barney at the ball games.
Look, I liked Barney when I was a real little kid, but I don't think that's really. I don't think that's
You got
baseball.
those T-Rex arms.
And then they started playing music. They would play their walk-up song. He would bat. Then they would start playing it again.
In between the pitches.
Every time.
It was kind of, you know, I don't
was
know if
too
they were,
much.
you know, trying to help our guys out by getting in the other guys' heads, but it was a little too much.
They didn't do it the whole game. They were just randomly doing it, and I didn't like it.
Didn't they play wedding music at one point?
Yeah,
That's down there. You
Well,
can't
well,
be.
Actually, yeah. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Like
Was
I
that
said,
Friday
that's
too?
my phone.
That
I
was
can't
Friday too. But they played the wedding march. I don't know.
That's
Why would you? They played Barney and the wedding march.
all right. Well, this one here
These are just odd choices.
is what I am assuming you were wanting to talk about a minute ago.
Bingo.
It says Zachary Collinsworth is our mortal enemy.
Well,
So what happened with him?
this episode is dedicated to Chase Villot's jersey that we did not win.
Did some
In the
asshole
jersey
named
auction.
Zachary Collinsworth?
Yeah, he fucking did. Yeah, he did.
You know, he sounds like a good lad. Hey, if you're out there
Really?
watching right now.
That name Collinsworth sounds like a good lad.
Oh,
that
you're
sounds
right.
like the #1 douche name.
Chris
Collins. Oh, he's
I
my.
don't
I
know
hate
who that
him.
is,
I
but-
hate him. Okay, Jennifer, you know how I want to be a broadcaster, right? My #1 inspiration for being a broadcaster is to not be like Chris Collinsworth.
I bet this guy's
He-
related to him.
Kind of like Brock Meyer and Joe Buck.
He is the he is the absolute worst. He is terrible. You know, here's a guy who and he
He sounds like that. He
He's
sounds
such,
just like that.
He's such a homer for the Bengals. And so he's a okay. So the short version, he's a football broadcaster. He used to play for the Bengals. He does Sunday night or Monday. Sunday
I
night.
don't know.
He
What's
does
football?
Sunday night.
Fuck football.
He does Sunday night football with Al Michaels. Now pairing Al Michaels with Chris Collinsworth is like pairing this delicious Bold Rock with a plate of kale and dirt. It is just so. Oh my God, I can rant for days about Chris Collinsworth, but this is a baseball podcast, so let's talk about Zach Collinsworth.
Well, see,
Nothing about him.
in Lexington, they were having Nickelodeon SpongeBob night, Friday night.
Oh, that's
And-
cool.
And they were wearing SpongeBob jerseys, and this is probably the last jersey auction they're going to have this season. So, and, you know, we need a Chase jersey. We got to have one. And they were auctioning them off. You could actually buy it outright for $300. And I told Chase, you know, hopefully if we win, he could bring it down to us in a couple of weeks when they come here. And he said that would be great. And so the bidding started at $75. Well, this guy went ahead and put a $125 bid right out the gate. That was my max.
Unnecessary, Mr. Collinsworth.
This week
Unnecessary.
has been hell with money with us, and can probably continue into the next week.
That's another thing. I don't know whoever is watching this.
But
If
fuck you!
I don't know if that man has pissed you off, but it's directly affected my life too. So whatever he has done and whatever curse has been placed upon him, please release it.
Yeah, Please.
I have,
Fuck
in
you.
the
Please.
10 plus years I've been with this man, I have never seen this much bad stuff happen in this small amount of time. The past week and a half has been terrible.
Terrible. It's terrible. So, like I told Chase, you know, we're short on
Speaking
money.
of terrible things, should we make sure that's still recording?
Fuck no, I don't care.
Really?
I'll do it.
But
Make yourself useful.
yeah,
It'll give me a
host.
minute to do a Bold Rock commercial. I'm gonna put it right up to the camera if it's recording. You should, and once again, we're looking for official sponsors. Drink delicious Bold Rock Hard Cider Carolina Apple Granny Smith Cider. It is very good.
The official drink of the Dirty Balls podcast.
Unofficial so far.
But it's officially what we
It's
official.
the official drink.
We're good.
So,
Yay.
you know, it just bummed us out. And, you know, boom, right there. My max bid was already taken, and I'm like, so we're sitting there looking at the bank app and like, what can we do? What can we do? We figured something out. And
Well, I was checking out. I looked at all the jerseys to see, because he ended this Mr. Collinsworth man
douchebag.
bidded on he had bids on 3 or 4 jerseys, and it looked like he was topping out at 150, because somebody bid 145 on one of the other jerseys, and then I think it was on the coaches, it was on Conrad's, and so he didn't put another bid past that point. So I decided that I would put the bid of 145 to see if that would get him off of Chase's jersey.
Nope. Fucker.
I don't remember what he went up to at that point. Do you? Was it 200? I think it was 200.
I think it was 200. And
And
so
then Alan felt the anger inside, so he decided he was going to bid.
I mean, if I'm gonna be broke, I might as well be broke for something that, you know.
Be broke with a jersey.
He decided he was going to bid 220.
225, I think it was.
And then he upped you on that too?
No, he didn't up it. He just
He
fucking
went
bought the
ahead and
motherfucker
did the
outright.
Buy
300
now
bucks.
at 300.
Wow.
Yeah, and which was dumb, but I mean, good for him because he was smart.
Look, we're gonna get that money in the long run. We got a lot of shit, and he's gonna be huge.
But I don't sell my shit. So. But like I said, which he done something smartly. But Jennifer was watching another jersey, was 2 women going back and forth. Like I said, it started at 75 or 85. Well, it ended up being 400, but they were going back and forth, and the lady put a $300 bid on this jersey when she could have just bought it outright at the $300 mark. Which, you know, whatever. They were raising money for autism awareness, so all the money went to a great cause. But it just sucks we don't have our jersey because we're trying to redo our living room and we need a Chase jersey or something. You know, we have his cleats and a couple bats. But yeah, what are you doing?
Well, it was at 22 minutes, and that's where it skipped last week, so I was just looking.
It'll skip, but we'll just have to put everything together.
All right.
So, but yeah, so Chris, or whatever his name is,
Zach.
Zach,
His name is
Chris,
Zach.
because it's Collinsworth. I'm just like, whatever. I'm over him.
Zach,
So, douchebag.
Zachary.
So,
Hey,
alright.
don't make fun of the name Zach. That's my cousin's name. He's a great guy.
Do you want to come do your job as host and read the next thing that's on
Sure.
the...
I can't
You
be
have a
doing.
Bud Light
I should.
as your wallpaper?
It's a Budweiser, not a Bud Light.
Same difference.
No, oh no, it's definitely
It's a
not. the same.
Bud.
All right. Anyway,
It's moved on from wrestling
But
chicks to
Bold
beer.
Rock's better.
well, I mean, it used to be Becky Lynch, and now it's a ice cold Budweiser. 2 things I'd love to have my hands on. Anyway, Josh Young's first home run.
Josh Young.
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 The J gets me every time. All right, it's either Josh Young or Yosh Young. Pick a letter.
But yeah, he went Oppo. What was that? Friday night?
That's when this message came
Yeah.
through.
So he's got his, well, it's not his first major home run professional. It's his second. Mark Parker, you know,
His first for Hickory.
for Hickory. I don't count rookie ball as being professional. I mean, it is.
Hear that,
Still
rookie
son.
ball players?
Yeah.
You don't matter in Allen's world.
You
Not
ain't
in this world.
shit.
But yeah, he went Oppo, so it was awesome. I got video. I'm going to end up putting it on YouTube. He went in the dugout, and they all ignored him, and he was going around high-fiving the air. And
Which
then they
is
all-
tradition.
So, but I finally got it. I recorded pretty much every single time he comes up to the plate because, you know, I wanted to capture it. and I finally have it. So, congratulations, Josh. And this guy's a beast. I mean, he's our number one prospect now. I'm probably going to, you know, that was another thing that we were going to talk about.
You
Well,
can't
that was a
stop.
bubble then.
You can't stop. Because
So-
that's his walk-up song.
But
He said so.
Can't stop.
the guy's a beast, even on defense. Last night was the first time
Yeah.
I've actually seen him miss a ball, but I mean, just barely missed.
The Red Hot Chili Peppers.
I mean, he can sling it. He plays third. He slings it over to first for the out. I mean, the guy's the real deal. So I don't see him, you know, being here that long. So keep up the good work, Josh. And, yeah. So
I'm also very excited because I finally found on Spotify Tyreek Reed's current walk-up song.
Really?
Which I loved his old one. I found his current one too.
I found
It's-
out the day he came back.
I know. It
Did you
takes me.
listen to it?
Huh?
Did you listen to it?
Yeah. It's
They
great.
cut it off before he starts fucking bitches and they got them kitties under the table.
I shouldn't read this last one. I mean, it might, you know. Anyway,
Well, don't if you don't want.
it offends me very deep personally.
You
because-
weren't there last night.
Okay, all right. Anyway, it says sidearm Salinas is no, in capital letters, curveball Chris.
I don't know if Chris was sick or what, but he wasn't doing the on-field stuff, and Ashley just doesn't do it like he does it.
You're doing great, Ashley. You're fine.
You weren't there. Chris came out at the end of the night when they were putting the Lunchable stuff on the field, so he was there, but I guess he took a break from on-field hosting and. Go ahead. You said the same thing.
Yeah, but I'm letting you talk. You never talk.
I don't have anything else to say.
Jesus Christ.
It's just wasn't.
We got to work on You have to work on podcasting banter. Have you listen to a lot of different podcasts? Be creative like those people. You'll be like, hey Jennifer, what'd you think about that home run? Just be like, oh yeah, it was cool. You had a home run. That's all. Come on, give us some. So what did Ashley do?
Nobody was bantering with me. You're just looking at me like you want me to tell the whole story.
Because we do. We
That was
always
it.
always tell stories. You never tell stories.
I tell stories.
When
I
we
tell
tell you to
stories
take
and
it
the
away.
camera stops. I tell stories and the camera stops.
Yes.
Nobody knows about that little frog that was there that one night because the camera stopped when I talked about Mr. Froggy.
Also, Jennifer, I have a question. Why aren't you enjoying a delicious Bold Rock Hard
Because
Cider?
we are getting
like
ready to
me
go
and-
to a ball game where it's 90-some degrees outside, and I don't feel like alcohol's the thing to have before that.
Get a bottle of water afterwards.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, Curveball wasn't there last. Well, he was there, but he didn't do the on-field thing and lackluster. And
That's
sorry.
why there's not that much to say about other than it's just she doesn't have the knack for it that he
I mean,
does.
it's that, and like I said, I'm not being mean, but when we have a theme night, if the night is dedicated to something, then do something with what you're dedicating it to.
Last night was dedicated to Friends, and that man's never even watched Friends, so he doesn't exactly know what he's talking about right now, because they did some stuff that went along with that. He just doesn't understand it because he doesn't watch that show.
But there was superhero night. Remember when they brought out the balloons?
That was fantastic.
And Chris said, we don't know what the rules are to this, but it was called the Hulk Smash. There was no rules. Just pop balloons.
And it took all about 3 seconds, and it was fantastic and hilarious. It was funny.
I mean, it was funny,
It
but
was-
I'm like,
It was
okay.
accurate. Hulk smash. They smashed it. It was done.
But yeah, and then last night they had tricycle racing.
Ooh.
Oh, no, big wheels.
It was a tricycle.
But it was a big wheel trike. But it was just big people.
It was kids.
It was big kids. They couldn't even pedal.
It was kids, and they just used their feet to walk, and they weren't doing it fast enough, and it was a bit of a disaster.
All right. I got a tweet here from MLB Pipeline, which might lead into what Alan wanted to talk about if he actually, has the stats in front of him.
No,
which
I don't.
think he does. But anyway, it says, led by high-risk, high-rewarding, high-ceiling prospects like Josh Young, Sam Huff, Hans Krause, and Bubba Thompson, the hashtag Rangers farm system has climbed into our ranking of Major League Baseball's top 15.
So yeah,
Great.
the Rangers, the prospects have. We're finally showing potential in the organization. We are ranked number 15 in the all the Major League Baseball.
And somebody named Vernon Lee said, glad I had the opportunity to watch these young Rangers play in Delmarva. We appreciate that.
But yeah, Josh Allen's number 1, Sam's number 2, Hans went from 1 to 3. I'm not sure where Bubba is on there, but I mean we've got a lot of new guys.
Young's number 1, and we're having fun.
Kobe Allard, he's on there, which he pitched the other night for the Rangers, and he went pretty good. I think he had like 7 strikeouts in 4 innings maybe. So hopefully we're starting to get these guys up and get them to the majors, and where we can look on the TV and be like, every single position, we know who that guy is.
Well, once that happens, I am shelling out the money to get to Arlington and go to a game, especially when Yanio makes it. When Yanio makes it, I don't care if I'm in the middle of like taking a test at school where if I fail it, I don't get my whole degree. I'll leave that and go to Texas to see my boy, start.
Okay, well, speaking of your boy, did you know what yesterday was?
His birthday.
Okay.
Feliz cumpleaños.
See, he took the time to learn it in Spanish.
Well, I just knew that because it's easy. It's basic Spanish.
Bravo.
It's like 8th grade Spanish, Jennifer.
See, I'm old, and back in my day, we took French, not Spanish.
Okay, well, speak to me in some French.
Bonjour.
Okay.
French fry, French fries.
French toast. French toast. You know what that has on it? Sometimes cinnamon. Cinnamon. Sometimes you put cinnamon on a little French toast. It's nice
Powdered
and sweet.
sugar?
Which reminds me, have we made any progress on our Bold Rock milkshake?
No, not yet, but we're going to get on
Nobody
that.
has donated a milkshake maker to us, so no.
Okay, well.
And I don't know if you missed the part where we explained how the past week.
Oh,
we
I
had
heard that part.
breakfast
I
with-
heard that part. But
Yeah, this week has sucked, but
we'll get there. We'll get there. We'll make it.
so yeah. Anything else there? This is going to be a short episode.
It's going to be a real short episode. Apologies for the shortness of this episode.
Do me a favor, if you're watching this right now, go click that thumbs up button.
Click
I
that
don't care if
thumbs
you
up
like
button.
it or not. Just
Click it.
fucking mash the button.
Click it. Tell your friends, tell your family, tell people you don't like, tell Bobby and them, tell everybody to do 2 things. 1, go buy a delicious Bold Rock Hard Cider. And 2, like the Dirty Balls podcast and share it all over all the social medias you have.
For real.
Yeah.
But yeah, just give it a thumbs up. I don't care if you like it. I don't like it. Just thumbs it up.
Yeah.
So,
Put a thumbs up. You can leave some bad comments and say we suck, but just click the thumbs up button.
Yeah, as a very, very, very smart podcaster once said about 100,000 times, it's all about those algorithms. You can't fix us. It's just for the business purposes. Leave us a good review.
you gotta leave us a good review.
Yeah,
I just want a thumbs
yeah,
up.
like
I just,
it.
more than 2, me and Lucas.
All right, so I guess
Anything else on that chat?
no, there wasn't. I guess
Okay.
we're just going into them promotions.
And in case anybody was wondering about the cat head back here, it's because today is Purr in the Park Day. Woo!
Dogs and cats, river dogs and cats, and Anthony Siegler, the biggest pussy of them all. So I'm just gonna check one more time to make sure we're still recording, and then I'll be back over here for these promotions. Tell me all about ABC $2 Monday and all that shit.
I'm gonna go thumbs up our video so that it has more than 2 thumbs up.
All right, tomorrow the Crawdads head up, over, whatever you want to call it, to Lexington. So we know who's going to be striking out at least 3 times a game. So we got that going on. Love you, Chase. But on Monday, the 7:05, the game highlight is Big L's birthday. And Big L is their mascot. Huge guy, big old mustache. So go check that out. Tuesday, the game's at 7:05.
One more thing before we finish the promotions, just so we can get like another minute or 2 on this. I am very excited that next year there's going to be some Major League Baseball games played at the Field of Dreams site. I cannot
You almost
wait
forgot that.
for the Yankees and White Sox.
Should've wrote it on
The
your board.
only thing the White Sox can sell out. And I know he's all the way down in high A right now, but maybe some Rule 5 stuff can happen or something like that. We can get Jameson Fisher out there and he can play in that game. That would be awesome. So that'd be really cool. Can't wait for it. Jennifer, by then, you should have watched the movie,
Not
but she
gonna do it.
still hasn't. But anyway, back to the promotions.
Tuesday, 7:05. It's 25-cent hot dog night.
I'm gonna get like 6 of them. Martinsville style. Just
Wednesday is a
You're
day
going to
game.
Lexington, really?
It's only 4 hours away.
Yeah, it's a 4-hour drive for a 25-cent hot dog. I mean, only $200.
Seems like a good deal.
Yeah.
Great deal. Wednesday's a day game. It's 12:05. So if you ain't got nothing to do Wednesday, ride on up there. You can come back that night. So
It might be a good idea. Although I want to go to Tennessee sometime this week.
Don't you go to Lexington without us.
Thursday, the dads make the trip. Since it's a day game, we'll go down to Greenville, South Kakalaki, to play the Drive.
Oh, I could go to that game.
The game is at 7:05, and it's a dollar drink night. $1 fountain Pepsi products at all the concessions. $1 can of Keystone Light.
Ooh.
At the 500 Club.
Aren't we all going on Friday or Saturday?
Y'all are going. We're not, because I don't know if I have to work.
We're probably going to go Saturday.
So Friday, the game is at 7:05, and it's a humble lighted up firework night. And the game theme is Budweiser Thirst Inning.
Inning.
Shut up. During the first inning of all Friday and Saturday home games, $2 Budweisers are available at the Thirst Inning beer cart on the first and third base side of the concourse.
And they're the 16-ounce ones, not the 12-ounce ones, because I've done it before.
Saturday, it's the Budweiser Thirst Inning is the only promotion. So what I just said for Friday goes on Saturday, and that's it.
That's it?
Yeah.
For a Saturday?
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
that's what we were talking about before we started recording.
And I thought we had shitty promotions.
Hey, it's Greenville, all right? They make up for it by being Greenville.
Yeah, I guess.
And have an ice cream?
And ice cream. What did we have there the last time? We actually got food. It was pretty good. Oh,
I had brisket.
that was
I had
over a year ago.
I had a barbecue. They had a barbecue place. You get like a plate with like 2 sides and stuff, and got brisket with hush puppies and mac and cheese. It was really good.
But Sunday, the game is at 3:05, and it's kids run the bases, and that's it. So
Greenville, step it up.
So today's game, which, you know, as we're sat here now, is only an hour away or 2 hours away. As you're watching this, already happened, and we won.
Yay!
Yeah.
about that time.
And then after that, well, we ain't gonna be. There ain't gonna be any games. We're away until next weekend. Although I'm going to Greenville on Friday, so that'll be fun.
We'll probably go on Saturday.
We'll see.
Depends on
Scott's
how
already
luck
bought.
goes
Scott's
this
already
week.
bought the tickets for Friday. We're probably sitting on the Green Monster.
Did you pay for them?
I got to give Scott the money. He bought all the tickets, and he's waiting on us to, or somebody. I don't know if it was Scott or Jeremy or some. I was half paying attention to our group message. Somebody bought a bunch of tickets, and we all got to pay them.
We got news this week of Red.
It's hot down here in the ball sack. Tell me your news.
In November, we have a propane company in Lenore,
Blue Ridge.
Blue Ridge.
They sell propane and propane accessories.
Yes, they're going to be unveiling something special, so we'll keep you up to date. Hopefully, I give more information. Glory was here in North Carolina this past week, doing a lot of good things. She got home in Florida yesterday, so she was going to try to drive all night, but she said she just couldn't do it. She stopped and got some rest. So, yeah, remember everyone deployed, where you're at on Fridays, and donate if you can, because trust me, they do help. So that's all I'm gonna say about that, and that's all I got.
So Jennifer Day, take it away. If you have anything,
Yeah, let's talk about 1-star reviews.
let's talk about. Oh, hey,
Hey.
I like some of those. That's my bread and butter. That's what. Tell me what.
Well, this one doesn't have to do with baseball, though.
Okay.
You see, I like to sell a lot of my old stuff on Poshmark or eBay, either one.
eBay, okay, I know that one.
But Poshmark is the one I usually use. And somebody left me a 1-star review last week.
Oh, you want to read it?
But they don't leave reviews like that. They just click on the star.
Oh, okay.
But they left me a 1-star review because the shorts they bought were too small. And that's not my fault. So that's not cool. Come on, guys. Banter. You don't think that's cool?
No,
That's not cool at all. No.
you should know your damn size.
I mean, that's nothing you.
why
can
you
control.
gonna buy something if you don't know what the size is?
That's pretty stupid.
They weren't even off-brand shorts. It was a pair of Under Armour shorts.
I bet you got them at Ross though.
No, I didn't. I don't think. Maybe I
TJ
did.
Maxx?
Where else
I
would you
don't know.
get? Where
I
else?
don't know.
Ross or TJ
No,
Maxx?
it was at some outlet or something.
See,
'Cause
it's always
yeah,
those
it
kind of
wasn't
places.
full price stuff. No, I'm cheap, but
Hey, this shirt's from Ross.
This shirt's from Grunt Style that I got in the mail yesterday.
Also, speaking of shirts, I'm also
this
unofficially
shirt's from
sponsored.
Jane.com.
I'm unofficially sponsored by F&A Apparel. Not wearing it right now, but I'll wear it maybe next week. So, anything else?
Fuck around and see if you want to go storm Area 51.
That's right. The truth is out there. So, Jennifer.
Yeah.
I'm going to close the show by showing you how banter is done correctly. Which this. Alan, how you doing?
Fine, how you doing?
I'm doing great. Did you have a good weekend?
Weekend, yes.
All right, cool. I got to ask you a question. What is your favorite brand of hard cider?
Bold Rock.
It is absolutely Bold Rock, made right here in the Carolinas. And with that being said, please wear red on Fridays, buy yourself some Bold Rock, and leave us a like and a
one
comment.
more thing. Go buy Sugar Coated and get you some deliciousness. They've got new items on the menu.
That's
Go check
correct.
them out.
Go check them out. Red, Bold Rock, all that stuff. Please, chug points. This is empty, and I'm still going to do it. That's right. There was a drop left. Send us some free shit. Thanks for watching. Peace.
Hi everybody, we're out here at the Sugar Truck, the Sugar Coated. They're located at 4432 North Center Street in the parking lot of the Honey Pit. Come check them out. You can find them on Instagram at Sugar Coated Hickory, all one word, or on Facebook at Sugar Coated, and that'll be their logo right there. Here's their specials. But yeah, come on out, give them a try. Tell them the Dirty Ball sent you. They might hook you up with a discount. Here we have a deep fried piece of cheesecake, cinnamon bites, lemon cake, deep fried Oreos, and deep fried brownies. Again, come on out to the Sugar Coated and give them a try.